Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, September 5th, quarter after 10. I've been up for about 45 minutes, but I'll give you a quick update here this morning. So, it rained all night, on and off, heavy and light. I don't think that was in the forecast. It wasn't supposed to rain, but it was great. I watched a movie, and then listened to some audiobook, and eventually just listened to the rain. Probably was in bed by midnight, and yeah, slept until 9:30, so had a good sleep. Propane tank is still the same one, and it's still heavy enough that it'll last another day on the temperature that it's having to heat right now. I do have it on pretty low, so if it did get cold tonight, I don't know, it might run out halfway through the night, but it's still going. I bet you, like this, easily another day. I am waiting for the weather to update. I'd like to know what the next couple days are going to bring. And that's your morning update. So when I find out what today's going to bring, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'm going to go back to drinking my coffee. I'm going to grab something to eat. And then Boss and I are going to jump in the truck and we're going to go scout that area out this morning. At Crown Field. We're going to check all around there. We're going to go for a walk and everything. Oh, I said the word. Alright, talk to you guys soon. Alright guys, let's see what today's weather is going to be. That's my dog. Okay, so highest it's going to get to today is 18 degrees Celsius. Not bad, it's a nice temperature. And tonight it's only going to go down to 11, so that's good. It looks like mostly cloudy. Wow. 11 a.m., 14 degrees Celsius, 4 kilometers an hour wind. 1 o'clock this afternoon, 16 degrees Celsius, 1 kilometer an hour wind. 3 p.m. this afternoon, 17 degrees Celsius, 4 kilometers an hour wind. 5 p.m., 18 degrees, 3 kilometer wind. 7 p.m., 18 degrees, 3 kilometer wind. 9 p.m., 16 degrees, 4 kilometer wind. I mean, it's moving all over the place too. Like, we start off at north-northeast, then it goes northeast, southeast, south-southeast, and then east-northeast. So it's going to be all over the place. East, northeast. I'm trying to figure out if I'm sitting in that field at the northeast corner. No, I'd be in the northwest corner of the field. East, northeast is good. It'll blow my scent into the crown behind me where the road is that gets up to there. That'll be fine. So my scent shouldn't leach into the field that I want to try and see where the elk are. I think I have an idea where they might be coming out based on that guy's description. And this doesn't look like I'll interfere with that. And then, oh Jesus. But then at 9 p.m. it goes to a south wind. That's not good. That'll be blowing my scent straight in. and that's to 9 o'clock. That's at 9 o'clock. So between 7 and 9, it shifts from east-northeast to south. That's not a good thing. Although it's just recon. I won't be hunting there anyways, so hopefully they're far enough away. And then 11 p.m., 15 degrees Celsius, south-southwest wind at 8 kilometers an hour. And then tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., 10 kilometer an hour winds, 11 degrees Celsius. Saturday, 5 a.m., that's pack-up day. Looks like it's going to be 7 degrees Friday morning. So everything will be covered in frost. Condensation, whatever. Oh. Well, it's too late for breakfast. Good thing, too, because I ran out of scrambled eggs. So, I've been working on the same memory card the whole trip so far. It's a 128 gig card. And I've got an hour and a half left, it says, of recording. So for the scouting tonight, I'm probably going to switch out the card. Yeah. You know, I brought my laptop to do some video editing while I was out here, because I still have to edit the camping and fishing trip with my bud, as well as I was going to get a head start on this so that when I get back, I've only got a week and a half in which I need to focus on packing for moose hunting, where I'm not going to be able to spend hours and hours going through this footage and editing. So I wanted to get a head start on video editing so that I could time release. So while I'm moose hunting, some of the elk trips are being posted online. And then I'm going to be taking the laptop moose hunting again, and if there's a dead day where we're just not feeling it or don't want to go out hunting, I'll just spend the whole day editing. But I do plan on editing in the evenings as well. You know, that'll have to be a compromise as well. You know, we're going to be sitting silent outside in the bush in our blinds for quite a few hours a day. We're going to want the camaraderie and conversation and that kind of stuff in the evening, but I'm sure there'll be some evenings where I'll get to chip away at it. And then after we come back from moose hunting, it's right into turkey, because they overlap. So then I'll be turkey hunting. And then after that is deer. Deer black powder, I believe, at that time, which I will be doing, I hope, and then rifle after that. So from now until December, 3rd? 1st? Something like that? Yeah, I think December 1st or 3rd, I can't remember, but that's when deer rifle ends this year. So, it's September. That's a long way away. That's a lot to do in the next 3 months. It's pretty awesome, though. How fortunate we are. Alright. Well, I'm not saying anything of value, so I'm just going to have another cup of coffee and chill out here. That's my boy. Well, guys, I'm going to brush my teeth and shave. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to have the water boiling to have a shower. So, I'm going to need this to make sure I shave right. But I probably won't put a whole lot of that in the video. Okay, that part's done. Shower time. Alright. Turn the pump on. And we have a shower. Oh, I feel like a whole new person. That was great.
That it would work out, that they would be together, but her heart knew better. Richard would marry Nadine. Colin would marry another man. Richard refused to believe it. At least he said he refused to believe it. She wondered.
3:45. Nope. 3:50. Going to start packing the truck. Get stuff stowed away. Get camp stowed away. Get my garbage cleaned up and moved over to the bag. And I think Boss and I are going to head out. Do some driving around and try and get to that field. Be nice to go walk around in there a bit, see if I can't find a shed. If it's, the guy said there's a bunch of spruce trees there, and they've just been scraped and rubbed bare. So it'd be kind of cool to see if I can get a shed. I'd like to get a shed for the dogs. So, yeah, I'm tired of sitting around doing nothing. It's time to get going. I'll see you in the truck. All right. It is 7 minutes after 4 and we're ready. Right, boss? You ready? Yeah, you ready? You look enthused. Hey, bud, you look enthused. Anyways, we're gonna go swap that camera card, check out the pictures right on the spot with the laptop, and make our way to this field and just see what comes out tonight. Well, we just checked the camera. Nothing. Not a thing on it. Not a bear, not a bird, nothing. So, we're going to move on to that field. Oh, that's better. So this crown is really thick. It's all like this. Just did a bunch of bushwhacking, and the only thing which is right at the entrance that I found of interest is this water hole, which butts up to a private field. So I could always set up a blind somewhere around here, or a tree stand, and see if anything comes in at the water hole. I mean, I could sit here tonight. I think I want to go drive around a bit more because this really didn't take long. It's 5 o'clock. But maybe I will back up a ways away and sit there and just see if anything comes into this water hole tonight. There's lots of tracks in there. I got out and checked it. But as for getting to the end and over, no way. There's just no way. You need a quad. There's like a creek that runs through, and even during like going through the center of this section, there were some wet spots, and I'm in 4x4 right now, so this is too heavy of a machine to get stuck. So yeah, I think we're gonna drive around and we'll come back here in an hour and a half or 2 hours or so, and unless we see something better, and sit at this water hole. You know, I really should have had more trail cams with me, because I could have set one up here tonight, gone to a different, like I could set up a trail cam in a bunch of different areas. If I had like 5 or 6 of them, set a whole bunch up and collect a pile of data, you know, every day just go switch out cards. You know, instead of putting 2 like I did at that fence line, one facing west and one facing south. I could have, you know, just had one somewhere in the corner to catch the intersection, and I would have had an open trail cam to watch this hole tonight. But I think we're going to take her out of 4x4, and we're going to hit the highway or the road, and we're just going to go check out and see what other crown we got kicking around here that we could maybe sit on the side of the road and watch tonight. So I'll check back in with you again. Well, we decided to stop at the road allowance here. I felt Boss needed to have a run or a pee or whatever he wanted to do. Good boy. Well guys, we found another road that goes to Crown. There's a guy back there on Crown cutting some trees down, but I don't know if I've gone too far. I think I have. But anyways, this is all Crown. And both sides and straight ahead. In fact, I'll bet you, looking at the map here, I am almost straight out from camp. So we're gonna check out this trail and see where it leads. So that's the end of the road. It's end of a beaver swamp. There's tons of trail coming out of here though. And then I don't know if you can tell, but that's like open, not farm field, but open land. Anyways, we have to back out of here now. No turning around here, it's too wet on both sides. So guys, it's 6:30. Boss and I are sitting here over top of a bean field. I think it's bean. It looks like canola to me. But the guy I was talking to said it was bean, unless I'm completely in the wrong spot. Anyways, it's a power line. So I want to check out what comes out of the field at night, you know, or into this field tonight, whether it's elk or deer or whatever. Just gonna sit here and see some wildlife. Just 100% trying to do research, recon. I thought I could scout this in a day. Oh, that's funny. I've spent 4 days scouting this already. Well, I can't wait till tomorrow to see what those trail cameras catch. I should have pulled that one today. I should have pulled the one over top of my scent and stuck it at this water hole. What time is it? 6:30. I probably still could. We're only a mile from camp. Well, a mile straight across. I don't think this truck would make it. So 3 miles from camp, 3.5. That's nothing. I could boot back, pick up that camera, check on camp, make sure camp is okay, quickly grab that camera, set it up at the water hole, and then come back and sit here. I bet you that would take us an hour. That'd put us at 7:30. We'd be able to sit for an hour and a half. I'm doing it. I'll be back. We've pulled the camera. I'm just checking it out. Have some water. There's your bucket. Just letting Boss run around for a bit. Have some water. This is literally just a water stop for Boss. Oh, my truck. I went through some bush. Look at the scratches. Yep. Nice. What's the other side look like? Yep, just the same. Look at this one. Oh, that's a pretty door. Good boy, eh? Didn't poke anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Boss has done his little break. We are off. Whoa! What a beast. What a beast of a truck. I love it. Blind corner. Where's my straightaway? Come on now. Oh, easy now. Whoa. Excuse me. $110 might be a bit quick down here, but I gotta make good time. La la. What do you say, bud? You good? I think you're good. Okay, well, we're just gonna go down here. We're gonna put up this camera at the water hole, and then we're gonna head back to that field where the power line is. So it's 7 o'clock now, or 2 minutes to. So I got half an hour to do all that. I think by 7:30 I should be back at the field. So, talk to you soon. Okay, camera's set. Just want to show you here. Look at these tracks down here. Look at these. These are definitely something bigger than deer. Right? Look at that. So, that's great. And they go right to, that's the water hole we were at before. And I have put the camera right there. Wait, where is it? Right there. So, it's overlooking the water hole. It should catch anything that uses this run here. I hope I have it in a good enough spot. Anyways, we're gonna go back to that field. Ugh. I'm optimistic about that, honestly. Very optimistic. Oh boy. Oh, this truck is a tank. Sounds like it's got to work so hard just to push the front end over. So the guy I've been talking to, my unnamed source, I'm gonna call him Mr. P. I apologize, Mr. P, for what I have done to your road. With this water we've had and how heavy this truck is, I have annihilated your road. I mean, it looks like a mud bogging derby has gone on here. Look at this. Oh, I feel so bad. Look at what I've done. There was one track down here before. One track. Now there's like 6. So, Mr. P, I apologize. I'll be sure to bring you a bottle next time I come. Alright, heading to the field, guys. We're here. So we're back at the field, at that power line. And, 7:15. Beautiful anyways. I know you guys can't see anything but sun, but I'm happy with that. I'm happy I did that. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm really happy I moved that camera. It wasn't seeing anything anyways, except for a bear.
She wished, for as long as she wished, and that if she wanted him to take her watch, or to come sit with her, he would. She had said that she wanted to be alone for a while.
Look at those crazy clouds. That's pretty cool.
One another in terror.
So it just got insanely windy in the last 5 minutes. I was just on top of my truck taking pictures of the clouds. And now that they're over top of me, it's really windy. I'm sure it'll blow past. It's kind of eerie though. Like it was just dead silent, dead calm. Clouds have a bit of a green tint to them up there. And you see right here. It's a lot more green to me than it is on the screen, but I'm keeping an eye on them anyways. Looks like a pretty good storm over there. Not that you can really see with the dog drool. But that's a pretty crazy system there. Look at that. That is super cool. But let's see, can I go brighter? Yes, I can. Ta-ta! Well, that's a headlight, eh? Yeah. That's it. We're in for the night. I blew a knee out on my pants. They were old, already pre-ripped. What else? What else? Nothing. Yeah, that jacket's coming off. Whew. Okay, we're here. I've got my bag to pick up all my rags, my scent rags. And we're gonna pack up the blind and the chair, collect all my rags, and then move on to that cut line to get the cameras. Sorry guys, I didn't bring my tripod. So I was gonna obviously show you the takedown of everything, but I forgot my tripod. Come on, boss. Let's go. We're moving on to the trail. All right. Well, I think I will take you guys along for this walk. Let's go, bud. We'll go for a walk. Yeah, let's go. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. So it's definitely shaded in here. It's nice though. It's just the perfect temperature. Just about to the end here, and the suspense is killing me. I want to see what's on those cameras. Of course, only one of them I can check on the spot. There's the box blind at the end. And the cameras are just before that, just on the tree line up there. Okay, I'm going to get the cameras off the fence post. I'll probably show you that, but once we get there, I'm going to give Boss his water and sit down in the shade for a bit and scroll through, hopefully, a massive amount of elk pictures. Well, we just went through the one camera, one with the screen, and we had a buck, a deer come in at night. I couldn't really tell, looked pretty small, but had a rack on his head anyways. And a bear. The bear came right up to my camera and pushed it with his nose, so. And the cameras were actually right on this post, kind of hiding behind these trees here. And not hiding very well, obviously. But yeah, so no elk on that camera anyways. So we saw the bear on camera, and that is very fresh poop. Let's see if we can get it from a different angle. There we go. Fresh bear poop. Well guys, we just finished checking the cards, and just the one caught a bear, nice sized bear, and 2 bucks actually. I think it was 2 separate bucks. So we're still parked at the trail. We're heading now toward the water hole, so we're gonna go check that one. I'm really hopeful that one caught an elk. I need to see an elk twice on camera, and then I know at least they're in the area and that wasn't just entirely a fluke. So here we go. Well, here's camp. Last night. Well, guys, I'm afraid the trip is over. We're just gonna chill out here tonight. I'm sure I'll record some more, but I think I'm gonna pack the camera away for the next several hours and just soak it all in before I have to start packing up and head home. So Boss and I are gonna have some playtime. Hey, you wanna grab a stick? Wanna get a stick? Wanna play fetch? Hey, you get a stick? Where's your stick? Where's your stick? No, you just wanna lay there? Ow, ow, what the heck's biting me? I have to keep looking on the positive side of things. And that is that this is the closest I've ever come to having an elk in my sights. I'm zeroing in on them, but it's taking an awful long time. Anyways, I'm gonna quit babbling, and Boss and I are just going to enjoy this. I was just gonna start video editing. I was kind of packing up a few things, and I was gonna take the batteries out of my trail cam, and I thought, well, I'm gonna be going out to the cabin this weekend, and I could set them up for muzzleloader. Muzzle rifle for deer, and then also for turkey. So I might set all 3 of them up next weekend. But yeah, so that would be September 14th. And then I'm gone the 21st. I'm gone the 19th of September until the 29th. 28th. Probably come home Saturday the 28th. So that's the next 2 weekends kind of tied up for moose hunting. So I won't be able to get back to the cabin until October 5th. Yeah, guys, it's pretty cold in here. Chilly. It's chilly. I gotta take the chill off here. Itchy foot. Skidder got me. So I'll just I'll bring you guys down here and you can have a bit of a closer look. Okay, so this has 2 burners, and this is full, and then you can taper it that way or go this way to lower it, but you should actually just go this way. So this is low, off, high, medium, low, medium, high, off. Anyways, I've been running it. Hey boss, how you doing? You want to come in? Go on. There you go. There you go. Good boy. So 1 burner only out here so far. I've been running it between here, like, so that's off. This is low. I've been running it just slightly above low to like there, like just this little bit. I haven't even turned the second one on yet. So doing it this way, like on that, is using almost no propane at all. And it's more than enough to keep the place heated. You can see on high, and I can turn this one on. I mean, that's 2 burners rocking in there. But I don't want to do that. Something about there is probably going to be too high. I'll show you here. Oh, whoops. So about there is all I've got for a flame inside. You hear the squealing? So I'm always just below that. Oh, still squealing. There. That's the highest I've had it set. And tonight I'm going to set it down a bit more. To about there. And that has been plenty. On the cold nights, I've turned it up just above the squealing. But that was one night, I think. So, super efficient. I've run it every night, every single night, for 6 nights. Wait, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Today's Friday. 7 nights it'll be running. 7 nights straight. Or 7 nights. 1 30-pound bottle. So this will be more than enough to keep the chill out of the tent, to keep it actually fairly warm, but not too warm where I get stuffy. You know, like you'll see Boss right now, because it's cold in here and the heat hasn't had a chance. He's kind of curled up in his ball. So he's in his little ball, and that's how I know he's cold and he's chilly, right? So once we get the chill out of here, he'll stretch right out on that cot, and surprisingly he feels it pretty good. So, oh, the fan's wanting to go. These fans are great. Absolutely great. Look at this thing. This one is the, surprisingly, again, I went with the smaller model because I wanted something a little more compact. And this isn't a very big room. So 10 by 12, this blows heat very well. And I can tell it's just about wanting to go. I gave it just a little bit of help and it's going to try and keep going. So the heat's coming off of there. Oh, not enough. Look at this. Crank her up. Hear everything start expanding. And there she goes. Anyways, once that gets rocking, once that gets going, it pushes heat over toward Boss really nicely, so should keep him nice and warm. Well, guys, I thought I could do it, but I can't. I am starving. So that cinnamon apple crisp I was talking about is Alpine Air Cinnamon Apple Crisp. Now, this is the one that, I don't know if you'll, barely can see it. I'm going to give it a try. I got to add a cup of water, so I can't do it. That's the last of the variety I have. Other than that, it's mac and cheese, and I don't want mac and cheese. I didn't order anything for this trip for food. I had tons. I've depleted my stash now after this trip. But there's a fettuccine Alfredo one or a chicken Alfredo one. It is super good. So I think with all the options out now, plus the desserts, I think I can definitely order a good amount. But I'd really like to make my own. You know, the ones I made were just way too spicy. So I just went out to the garbage, dropped my stuff off, washed my hands in the shower, and I took a pee by my truck. And I noticed this little spider, excuse me. I want to see how close up I can get. Like, he's really small. Let's see, can I get him? There. Oh. Won't focus in that close, hey? Probably because I'm moving around too much. Let's see if I can't get him from down here. Nope, won't do it. No! Alright, well, I tried. Morning, guys. Well, today we leave. It's September 7th. 8:52, just about 9 o'clock in the morning. We just made a coffee. So we're going to have that coffee and then it's go time. That propane is still going. That's great. That's so great. It got cold last night. Not in here. Ugh. Excuse me. It got cold last night. But not in here. In here was nice. But it's still cold out there now. And there's frost on the ice shack. My truck's all dewy and wet. I'm going to probably pack up in here first. Give the tents some outside, or to give the tents a bit of time to dry. Hopefully the sun can burn the frost off. But I'm likely going to have to set everything up at home. Yeah, I'm likely going to have to. You know what? Maybe it's not a bad thing. Oh my gosh. I know, my boy. I didn't have a good sleep. Alright, guys. Well, we are going to, we're going to have our coffee. Start tinkering. Yep, I got to get going. I can't dawdle today. It's already 9 o'clock. Yeah. Man. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock already and I have a 6-hour drive. I basically want to be done, packed, and ready to go in 3 hours. I want to be home for 6 o'clock for supper. So I have until noon. I did not sleep good last night at all. Oh boy. Did you guys hear those coyotes last night? They were right on the road. Like, one of them was right on the road. When he did his yelping, man, it woke me right up. He was right there. And then I heard a little bit later he was down the road a bit, but he was right beside us. It was so loud. And I couldn't get that one on camera, but I did get the second one on camera. So, that's nuts. And boss, he was on high alert. He got up off the bed and went and laid by the door, and that's the first time I've ever heard it so close to me. Like, that was, that's within 100 feet. Alright, guys, I gotta get moving. Well, guys, all I have left is the main tent. So that's a lot of gear. Hey, bud, that's a pile of gear. Hey, yep, it's a pile of gear. I mean, you never know how cold it's going to be. I was just thinking, sure, I could reduce my gear amount. I only needed one propane tank, but that could be a different story if it rained the whole time. I'd want to get the chill off constantly, so that's that. That's camp. Yeah, it's insane. So it's 10 after 11. I have 50 minutes to pack that tent up and put the gear in my truck. So now I'm kind of crunch time, I feel. I haven't been dawdling or anything, but there's a lot of little things that had to be done, right? And they chewed up a lot of time, so more than I thought. Anyways, whatever. It doesn't matter if I don't get out of here until 1. But my goal is 12, so I gotta get moving. Well, the tent is wet. Well, it's going to be a lot of work when I get home too. So I took the carpet out, and that's where the stove was. You can see it's wet. That's from the rain coming through the stove jack. So the carpet was wet as well. So I got to set this thing up when I get home. Anyways, 11:30. All I've got left to do is take this shell down, pack it up, and load the truck. I think it's going to be tight. So, check in with you soon. Well, guys, it's 12 after 12. I just about made it. Oh. Whew. I think the worst part is I got to take it all out when I get home and unpack it all.
So, I'm going to take a bit of a break here, put the cargo net on, collect my garbage bag, and go home. Hey, boss. Yeah. Hey, my boy. Want to say goodbye? Yeah. Well, guys, I didn't get an elk again. I am getting closer, and I enjoy the setup and takedown, and I enjoy making my lists, getting ready for hunts like this. I enjoy just being out here. But you know, in all honesty, I'm ready to get an elk. I gotta tell you though, if you look in the book, the Hunter's Guide, and you look at all the draws, I want to go every year. So what I do is I look for the areas that have, I look for the areas that are drawing number 10. And they're usually, the reason they're drawing number 10s is because nobody wants to go there because everyone's already gone there and there's no elk there. So I'm not making excuses. But I am going to the least sought after areas just to make sure I get drawn every year so that I can come out and do this. If I put in for draw and waited 2 or 3 or 4 years for a good area, I bet you the outcome would be quite a bit different. You know, there's the areas that people are pursuing and trying to get to, there's a reason, right? And there's also a reason why the people don't come to these areas when it's a number 10 being drawn. So, and for those of you that don't know, if you're at a number 10, that means you were drawn last year, and your chances of getting in a good area are none. So the only way that you're going to get drawn is if you try and pursue an area that they're drawing number 10s, which is because there's low demand for this area. So that's what I do, just so that I can come out every year. But I'm tempted to maybe take next year off elk hunting, and you know, I'll just keep putting in, and for an area I know I won't be drawn, and a season I won't be drawn, like rifle. And maybe in 4 or 5 years, 3 years, I don't know what it would take, but maybe I would be drawn, you know. I'd like to do another winter one. That's a whole different experience. So, but like I said, for being a number 10, because I've been drawn every year for the last 4, and for going to areas that people don't really seek out. Hey. What? Huh? The fact that I saw a bull, and I just couldn't get him after that. I couldn't find him. I couldn't call him. I couldn't lure him in. But the fact that I saw one in an area that's not sought after, that number 10s are being drawn, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, it is awesome. Oh, my boy. All right, guys. Well, it's 19 after. And I'm just going to collect the last of my stuff, throw my chair in the box, and we're going to get out of here. So thank you guys very much for watching. This was a really good trip for Boss and I. We learned a lot. Hey, we learned a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know, you know, you want to watch an elk hunt to see the kill and see the rack and you know, the processing and then the final product of a shoulder mount on the wall. I want that too, believe me, I do. But like I said, for me to go every year, I can't be going to the good areas where there's elk all over the place. And someday it'll work out. And this was a very close trip to that. So again, thanks for watching, guys. And stay tuned, because next weekend, actually this won't be up by the time I say this, but September 14th I'll be setting up trail cameras for turkey and deer. And then September 19th I take off. Me and my buddy are going moose hunting. And after moose hunting I come back to do turkey hunting and black powder deer. And then it'll be rifle deer. So stick around. There's a lot more videos to come. See you next time.